Welcome back to the Daily Edition. Well, remember the first time that you met your partner and the sparks just flew?
Yes, I do.
Happy memories.
Butterflies, yes, all those good things. Well, many couples complain that as time goes on, the fireworks become more like a flicker. So, how can you rekindle the flame in your relationship, and what exactly is the secret to a long-lasting and successful life together? Here with all the hot tips is sexologist and relationship expert Dr. Nikki Goldstein and clinical sexologist and author Dr. Ava Cadell, who's joining us from Los Angeles. Thank you, ladies. Now, Dr. Ava, let me start with you. What do you think are the main reasons why passion just tends to fade in relationships?
Well, there are so many internal and external distractions such as anxiety, children, disappointments, fatigue, work problems, health problems. I mean, I could go on forever. But the fact is, if two people have the desire to rekindle passion, it can be better than ever.
Just you going through that list there, Dr. Ava, it just makes me think it's remarkable that anyone can actually keep a spark going. Do we need to be conscious of it all the time, do you think?
Absolutely, we do. We need to keep it in the forefront of our mind, because the truth of the matter is, in the end, nothing is going to matter as much as the beautiful, romantic and passionate memories that we've created with the person that we love. So we must make a priority for passion.
Yeah, it's hard to find that priority though, isn't it, after the housework and the kids and all those kind of things. So I'll try and get to it. But Nikki, I want to ask you, is it only people who kind of after 10 or 20 years lose the spark? Or, I mean, we used to hear about the 7-year itch, you know, and then for a while they were saying it's a 5-year itch and the 3-year itch.
Oh, it's a 3-month itch.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we're seeing...
I think that's something else.
Yeah. I think we're seeing at a younger age, you know, people are busier these days. Women are working as much as men, they're exhausted, and it does come down to, you know, who has time for sex. And I think we're living in the tech era as well, which is a problem. You know, we're head down in our iPhones, we're tweeting, we're Instagramming, we're on Facebook. We're not communicating with each other enough. And I also think because of that social media, it's portraying a lot of relationships that might be a false level that we're measuring up to. You know, we're seeing everyone else say, hey, this is what I'm doing and this is how much sex we're having and I'm so in love with my partner, and we're thinking it's like keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Why aren't we doing the same thing? So I think we need to look at, well, what works for you and your partner, not looking at, you know, comparing yourselves to someone else, because are you stuck in a rut or are you just comparing yourselves to something that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
Are you just talking about sex, or are there other things that people can
Well,
be
I'm thinking
doing?
the relationship in general. I don't ever like to just isolate sex. I think that they go spicing up the relationship as much as we work up spicing up the sex life. You know, can you have a great sex life without a great relationship? And that's always the question, you know, what comes first?
Can you?
I don't think you can. I think that if you want a long-lasting relationship, I think, you know, short-term sexual relationship, that's more lust. But if you're looking at a long-term relationship and you want passion and desire to come back, then it's really important that you build on the basics and the communication and intimacy and affection and, you know, supporting each other.
Yeah, yes.
Dr. Ava, that might sound like a very broad, you know, work on communication, get over resentment and those things that you've talked about, fatigue and so on. Is there anything that you can, you know, any guidance that you can give us, really practical help?
Well, definitely. First of all, I think it's very smart and courageous for couples to seek help. After all, you would go to a medical doctor if you weren't feeling well. So I do think that couples should definitely seek out love doctors, such as Nikki and myself. And there are so many resources, even online. There's an amazing program called the Passion and Pleasure Program, where they get 20 experts helping them. I think it's for an 8-week course, teaching them how to reconnect, how to kiss every day, how to forgive each other often, how to share their wishes, their desires. Because, you know, we really can't reach each other's mind. We can't read each other's minds. And sometimes couples, when they get married, they start to take each other for granted.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain curiosity in your relationship so that you have creativity and chemistry and lust.
What do you do though when the man doesn't want to go? Like that, those courses sound like something I think women would go to. But if the man doesn't want to go, can one person go and fix it, I guess, or keep the spice alive for two people? What do you reckon, Dr. Ava?
Absolutely not. This has to be a team effort. And the great thing about doing an online course is that you can do it in your home or, you know, anywhere that you are in your own time. No, if one person has no desire to fix the passion, it's not going to be fixed.
Nikki, just very quickly, give us one thing that couples can go home and do tonight to help reconnect.
Make the relationship a priority. When we look at how much effort we put into our hair, makeup, gym routines, you know, see that as the first important thing. If you want to get the spark back, yes, you have to work at it. Yes, there's a long list of things you can do, but you need to put the importance on it first. This needs to come first.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Nikki. Thanks, Dr. Ava.
Really appreciate that, ladies.
you.
Thanks. All right, still to come, we hit the books hard to prepare for our TV trivia quiz. That must be referring to Tom and Chris, because that's not us.
Not us.
Let's see if their studying paid off. We'll check on that soon.
Yeah, but next, remember this hit?
There's no aphrodisiac like love.